Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
Recently, I had a friend named Keith tell me something, a wonderful word that I want to impart to you. He says, sometimes you don't know how it's going to come together, but if you have faith, it just does. There are times in your life, I'm sure, that you didn't have it all together. You didn't know if you were going to make it, if you were going to make your dreams a reality, if you were going to reach your goals or accomplish a task or have success in some way. But when you just held on, when you just believed, when you just had faith, faith meaning following all in thy heart, taking that step even though you didn't see the whole staircase, did you make it to the other side? Were you able to go through fear and find freedom? That is the question, my friend. I recall heading to California with just a car, some books, some bags, some clothes, not knowing what awaited me here, not knowing who I would meet, who I would find, not knowing what opportunities lay ahead. And yet, all I had was a little faith. And that's all that it took. A little faith took me to faraway places. It took me to the people I needed to meet. It took me to the events I needed to attend, to the situations that needed to occur in just the right order. Divine timing is never late. And before I knew it, all the circumstances lined up. The puzzle pieces started to fit. And I realized that this thing that others thought was impossible or improbable was becoming more and more possible for me each day. So my friend, whatever endeavor that you set out to accomplish, whatever excursion you go on, or whatever place, you might be uncertain at times. And it might not look like it's going to come together. But if you have a little faith, you will see in time, everything turns out fine. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, that is the Open Palm Podcast here in Los Angeles, California. The open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray you received a kind message today letting you know, just keep going. Just keep going through whatever it is that you see in front of you, and you will make it to the other side with faith. Share this episode with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing, becoming their greatest version just like you each day, being all they can be, forgoing fear, finding freedom. Pay it forward so more can hear the message. And if this is your very first time receiving this podcast, definitely subscribe for more information and more inspirational messages like this. And if you feel compelled to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Supporting the podcast there is much appreciated. Thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate and contribute to the podcast. Much love to you. Have a wonderful and blessed day or night wherever you are, my friend. Check out the new book now out on Amazon, Finding Inner Peace by Jerome Shaw. And as always, take care. Hey there, my friend. So you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.